On the left bank of the mighty Essequibo River in the Cayuni-Mazaruni region lies the gateway to the interior, Guyana's model green town, Bartica. It is here that the government of Guyana recently completed its most recent installment of the Government Comes to You outreach. On this Info Hub In-Depth, we take a look at the development taking place in the township of Bartica over the past 4 years.
Are you ready to embark on a truly epic adventure to an undiscovered corner of South America, where some of the most spectacular natural attractions are unveiled within a beautifully diverse landscape? From the wetlands and savannas to the ancient mountains, magnificent waterways and lush enriching rainforest would provide a vast playground for some of the most exotic and breathtaking creatures on the planet, including many of the world's giant species. This untouched land of mystery and wonder serves up an exclusive experience for travelers. So are you ready for a new, awe-inspiring adventure? Welcome back to nature. Welcome to Guyana.
Since assuming office, the APNU-AFC government has invested substantially in various projects in Bartica. Infrastructure is one area that saw massive spending by the government to make the lives of Barticians better, as part of a nationwide effort to ensure that every Guyanese is getting what they deserve from their government. We are here to serve you. This was the emphatic message delivered by Minister of State Dawn Hastings-Williams as the Region 7 outreach was declared officially opened.
Your government had embarked on what we call regional phase of bringing government to the people. Bringing government to the people simply meaning, irrespective of where you live, town, village, community, settlement, satellite village, the government is willing to come to meet with you, to listen to you, to have a discussion with you so that we can move the nation forward.
Regional Chairman Gordon Bradford encouraged those who came out to have their issues addressed.
I do hope that many residents will take the opportunity to come out and seek answers to long-standing issues that they may have had. This time you don't have to travel to Georgetown to meet with your ministers or your ministries or whatever agency, but they're here with you. And so on behalf of the people of my beautiful region, I would like to thank the government of Guyana for hosting this program here today.
Bradford lauded the work of the coalition government in the region over the last 4 years.
Development continues apace under the APNU-AFC coalition government, and I can tell you that we've made tremendous strides in the area of education, health, and infrastructure. Other social services also.
To put things into perspective, we take a look at the capital expenditure for the region under the APNU-AFC government as compared to the previous administration. For this information, we turn to Minister within the Ministry of Finance, Jaipal Sharma.
It was like $275 million. That's a lot of money, right? And in just 4 years and 5 budgets of this APNU-AFC government, you want to take a guess what it is today in 2019 budget? Capital alone. You want to take a guess? I guess you don't want to take a guess. So it's $1.9 billion. Just imagine that. Okay? It's like $1.6 billion more we put it into the economy of Bartica.
The effects of this level of investment into this township is clear and visible for all to see, with one of the major improvements being the upgrade of the Bartica-Pataro roadway. This upgrade will properly bridge hinterland communities and many of the Bartica residents like Marissa Sue.
Well, we used to take long to come to work and have to walk and the mud and so on. So the road is do well so far, but transportation-wise, people are still, because it's not done as yet, people are not going as the distance still, but we need it to be done, fully done.
Regional engineer within the Ministry of Public Infrastructure with responsibilities for works in Region 7, Daniel Balgrim, provided DPI with an exclusive interview on the status of the project. The engineer noted that the project is executed in 2 phases.
About 33% is currently complete. The first phase of the project would have entailed the completion of 500 meters of concrete road. So the second phase would see the completion of another 1,000 meters, bringing the total to approximately 1 mile of road being completed. The rigid pavement would provide a better wearing course and generally a stronger pavement for these heavy-duty trucks that generally traverse the road. The asphalt itself is very prone to damage due to leaking lubricants and stuff on the road, which you would find is something that is highly present on these bush roads.
The flagship road project is the first major upgrade for the roadway after nearly 20 years of neglect. The second phase of the project will cost around $132 million, ensuring that the best road is built for the traffic it is expected to handle. In addition to this major road upgrade, extensive work is being done by the Guyana Power and Light, Inc., with the construction of a major power plant. Project engineer with oversight for the new Bartica power plant, Julian Reddy, provided an update on works to be done at the site.
The civil works is approximately 90% completed. The mechanical works is also 90% completed. The next phase that we're looking at now is to have the engine manufacturers. They will be here on the 30th. We have confirmed this with them to begin test runs and trials.
The new power plant will be powered by 3 1.1 megawatt Cummins high-speed diesel engines, which will have a total output of 3.3 megawatts of electricity. The civil engineer also cited a few challenges faced during the project.
Last year we had some challenge with the closing of the sandpit. This caused some delays of the project also, and the same rain again sometime when the project started.
The older power plant had faced significant failures due to the aging engines. Project engineer Reddy shares GPL's vision for the new power plant.
So we're looking with these new gensets to have better reliability to the customers, to serve them 24/7 power without any sort of interruptions.
While the power generation needs will be met, minor electricity interruptions to aid in the maintenance of transmission lines may occur. The state-of-the-art power plant will be completed by August and was designed with the future in mind.
We cater for future expansion of one and engine. We've already have the base prepared, and we have a generator cubicle and a feeder cubicle.
These progressive works have not come without their challenges, as the rainy season has done enough to slightly delay the second phase of the project, which has a deadline of October. With developments like this, the country moves closer to linking regions across Guyana.
Now, dissemination of information is critical to letting the people of this great nation know what is being done for them by their leaders. This is where, for this township, we take a walk over to Radio Bartica to meet the team of radio broadcasters. Danielle Singh Bishun, Martina Ambrose Jingery, Carlita Williams, and Sienna Prasad, these young radio broadcasters are some of the voices that are keeping Barticians abreast with all that is happening within their township and further afield. These young broadcasters are eager to continue bridging the information gap between the coast and the hinterland.
It's very fulfilling to know that you're playing a role in providing persons with the necessary information, providing people with, updating people rather, on things that are happening not just in our region here, but things that are happening in Guyana and even across the world, because that is what we do here at Radio Bartica. We just inform everyone about everything that is happening around the world and right here in Guyana.
At the end of the day, you can come and you can play your part, and you are part of the transition, the way forward, the process. It's more or less, it's a humbling experience, to be exact. That persons are there, and this is something that is being done for the betterment of our country's development, and you are part of that process.
Ambrose Jingery is determined to ensure that the views of the ordinary Bartician are heard.
I like to go and meet with persons in the streets, I have times when I would go take the recorder and I would go to the streets, because persons say it doesn't make sense you have a radio station and persons can't have access to it. So I would go into the streets and find out from persons what are some of their concerns, you know, how they feel about Radio Bartica, if they're getting enough information. And when you hear them say, I listen to the radio every single afternoon when you guys are on from 5 o'clock, and they're enjoying the information that we are sending out, we just, you know, it feels as though we are serving our purpose at Radio Bartica.
Several programs packed the Bartica airwaves. Radio coordinator Sienna Prasad explains.
Monday is education, Tuesday regional development, Wednesday culture and sport is straightforward, Thursday health, Friday our entertainment or our little light segment. Saturday Moves is showcasing talent and of course local musical area, but of course people love it for the music that we produce, and of course the greetings that we get to do a range of where the radio station is heading, because persons tune in for the music that we have and they send in their greetings so that they have an ownership that, okay, hi, my name is Heard. And then on Sunday social is a little bit serious. I normally bring a little bit of what's happening and try to give social issues an ear.
Radio Bartica was commissioned by President David Granger and Prime Minister Moses Nagamutu in 2017. It has faithfully served and continues to serve its community, so we will leave them to their work and rejoin our team at the Government Comes to You outreach, where we tackle the boot that has been the most anticipated throughout all of the outreaches: housing. Meet Marlon Norton, a small business owner who was allocated a plot of land at the outreach.
And I finally got what I deserve. I'm long awaiting for. So thank you very much, you guys. I appreciate this. Well, this is close. This is close, because this is living. From this now you could live. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to build and you're going to live. You know? So this is what I had wanted.
Norton had applied for a house lot back in 2011. The 53-year-old father of 4, who is currently paying a monthly rent of $60,000, can now breathe a sigh of relief.
Well, I could see the cooking with gas right now. It's no longer firewood. Previously it was firewood, now it's gas. Yeah, at least I know where I got a home for put my baby and not a rental and be disturbed by landlord trampling upon me and all them things, you know what I'm saying? So this is what I'd wanted.
The ongoing exercise continues to address major concerns for persons on the spot, with some being life-changing for the ordinary man like Marlon, and even for single mother Ayana, as our communications officer Isaiah explains.
Single mother of one, Ayana Khan Hamid, is excited that she is finally in receipt of a house lot.
I've applied for a land 2006 and been given a runaround, and now I'm here. And I got you, and I'm very grateful, and I want to thank everybody, the president, our cabinets, and everybody. I want to say thanks. I got you.
Khan Hamid, who has been renting for a number of years, described the news as a big relief.
I've been renting for, I don't know, like 2000, since the year 2000 I've been renting. Big relief for me.
Reporting from Bartica in Region 7, I am Isaiah Braffett with videographer Joanne Jordan for InfoHub.
While the small town of Bartica buzzed as persons took the advantage of the Government Comes to You outreach, President David Granger took the opportunity to speak to a few of the children at St. John the Baptist Primary School. The head of state reminded everyone about government's commitment to ensuring every child gets an education.
We have a motto in our government: every child in school, ECIS, every child in school. And it is our mission to make sure every child is school. That's why I came here. The chairman could tell you, Mr. Brad, we presented a bus, we presented bicycles, because we believe every child must go to school.
The head of state underscored the coalition government's strong support of the 3 A's in the education system: access, attendance, and achievement.
But you cannot blame children who are living far away if they can't get to school. That is why we've handed out the bus, what is called the David G bus, And that is why we provided bicycles. Every single child in Bartica must go to school. 100% attendance. And we will continue to provide buses and bicycles. But we also provided boats, so that those of you who are living in the riverine areas, Riverview and elsewhere, can get to school.
The president emphasized that every child in Guyana must be given an equal opportunity to education.
This means that there must be sufficient schools, and this means also that there must be no difference between the coastland and the hinterland.
Just prior to speaking with the children of this great nation, our president created history by holding cabinet in Bartica, something that many of his cabinet ministers were keen on and happy to be a part of.
The municipality of Bartica is one of the success stories of this administration's agenda of empowerment.
Coming to Bartica now, who have been coming over the years, when you come to Bartica, you see the development. You know that we're going somewhere as a country.
The ministers were engaged in the cabinet session from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. before joining the outreach. Some shared their expectations on matters to be discussed.
This is part of the hinterland, and we expect a lot of questions coming about the land development, and is expected to have a healthy discussion. And of course, I'm also looking forward for suggestions, recommendations, and of course, plans for the future.
Well, it was really pleasing to see the turnout of the persons who just came to see His Excellency as he arrived in Bartica, including the school children, particularly the nursery school. You could see the glee, the excitement, and everybody was happy to see His Excellency amongst them here today. I am also happy too. I am looking forward to our cabinet here.
I'm very happy to be in Bartica Region 7 today. We are fulfilling our promise to the people. His Excellency would have told the Guyanese people that we'll be bringing government to their particular region, and I'm happy to be part of that exercise today.
Mayor Gifford Marshall described the exercise as a milestone achievement for the region.
We're hosting the cabinet meeting at the municipality of Bartica, and this is a first for us, of course. Bartica is just 3 years old as a town, and like I said, just like the township and the outreach, this too is a milestone achievement for the municipality.
This is a momentous occasion not only for the municipality of Bartica, but for the president himself, as this is his second cabinet held out of the capital city, with the first being held in Region 10 in the municipality of Linden.
This has been InfoHub In-Depth. In our next edition, we continue with the development in the township of Bartica and Region 7 as a whole. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.
Are you ready to embark on a truly epic adventure to an undiscovered corner of South America, where some of the most spectacular natural attractions are unveiled within a beautifully diverse landscape? From the wetlands and savannas to the ancient mountains, magnificent waterways and lush enriching rainforest would provide a vast playground for some of the most exotic and breathtaking creatures on the planet, including many of the world's giant species. This untouched land of mystery and wonder serves up an exclusive experience for travelers. So are you ready for a new, awe-inspiring adventure? Welcome back to nature. Welcome to Guyana.